Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah, if we haven't met. And yeah, I run a small little company called The Midnight Post. And this past week, we did door decor with Reese the Rabbit. And Reese is one of my characters in this upcoming book I've been working on behind the scenes. But as I was kind of illustrating things and kind of brainstorming for Reese's decor tips, I just pulled a lot of fun doors and fall decor. And I was like, people might really enjoy just having some ideas on how to decorate your front porch. So this is just in general gonna be really chill. It's a one take wonder, so no editing. And yeah, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Slash, it just really helps me as a creative know if this kind of content is clicking with people. Sometimes you just don't know. You don't know. You throw it into the world, you're like, do they like it? I don't really know. So anyway, we're gonna hop in my hop. I'm gonna go small. No, just kidding. Okay. Yeah, no, but really. I'm gonna be in this corner and we're gonna talk through my Pinterest board and just ideas of things that you can do for your porch. I keep like clicking the pictures and then they send me back to my actual Pinterest board. So I'm trying to see. You can kind of see it by point. So I'll just like point to different things in different pictures and maybe take a risk here and there on just ideas like making the picture bigger. But I will be putting this whole board in the post underneath the video in the post section. So if you are like, I really like to actually take a higher quality look at these pictures and find like the bloggers or people who styled these shoots / did them, you're more than welcome to kind of find out where they originally came from. They're obviously, I did not do this. This is other people's work. I'm just here to like say this is cool and this is cool and I love this and I love that. We're idea shopping. Okay, let's jump in. Okay. Also, yes, I do have coffee. It is the evening. I know, I'm gonna be up all night. This is just where we're at, guys. Okay, so you have a front porch and you have a door. Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Okay, you have a door. Maybe it's an inside door. It's like your bedroom door you want to decorate for fall. Maybe you have a front door that you absolutely love and you're like, I've got to spruce it up for fall. Where do you begin? And I would say when you're starting your fall journey, it's getting crisp. You're like, man, I really want to invest in my first fall decor thing or piece. I would definitely say go for the wreath first. Wreaths are wonderful investments. I love my wreath. I've had my wreath for years. I feel like wreaths and garlands, you just can't go wrong because you bring them out for all different things. And I have moved literally my wreaths and garlands like around the house. They've been on the front door. They've been on the back of the front door. They've been on my table. If I've had a party outside, I'll like bring it out and put it on the table to decorate my plates. You really just can't go wrong with a nice garland and a nice wreath. So if you are going to like invest in, a decorational piece, I would say find a really cool wreath or a really cool garland that just like speaks to you and that you like, and go for it. Like get it to keep and enjoy it every year. I think one of the biggest, I don't know, we see pictures like on Pinterest and we're like, oh my gosh, how do they have all this fall stuff? And y'all, it over time, it's crazy. If you buy like one little fall thing every single year, you will just notice after a few years, oh my goodness, you have a little fall bin that you can like kind of decorate with. So definitely suggest starting with a wreath. What I love about this bag full of fall leaves is it's something a little different. If you want something a little more non-traditional, go for, maybe a basket full of fall wreaths. Another thing I loved, and I'm going to click on and click off, but I love how this door does the fresh flower look. The wreath has fresh flowers. The berries around the door look so fresh. It just looks really nice. And I think if you do have maybe more of a budget, go fresh. Like, why not? If you don't, what I love is, take this really cool stick door. I love sticks. You can't go wrong with sticks. You could make your own wreath with sticks. They're neutral. They look like fall. I actually have one of those Joann Fabric stick wreaths, and something that I've loved about having it is each season I can stuff different branches in. So if it's spring, I can be putting in some of like my cherry blossoms. If it's summer, I'll go cut something green outside. If it's fall, I'll like put autumn leaves in it. And so I will say, if you're looking for something where you're like, I just need something really quick, so if someone's coming, or I just want some fresh greenery, get one of those stick things. The stick wreaths, they're great. They work wonderfully. I also do love something though like this, like a magnolia wreath. I think when you were talking magnolia wreaths, oh no, it clicked off. I'm gonna have to go back. Okay, when you're talking magnolia wreaths, they're so great because similar to this kind of example of a wreath, you can change the bow. You don't have to keep the same bow color. If you get something that's pretty green and brown, what's really nice is you can make it work for fall or you can make it work for Christmas. So you can do like multi-seasons. So that's another thing to consider when you're looking at your wreaths. If you want it to be just fall, that's great. But if you do kind of pick like a eucalyptus or, I don't know, like a more greenery style wreath, you can just drop a nice little bow on it and use it in all different seasons. So things to consider. So some things that I absolutely loved. I love this kind of wild and wonderful garland look. I thought this was just a ton of fun. I love how it kind of is like a bramble that goes all the way up and down the mantle, but I also think this would be a really cool idea during the like on a door. Also, I love the little lighting on it. I think twinkle lights, I know they're Christmas, they also can be fall, right? But if you have like some really cool like bramble or some like old, I don't know, like you have a tree that's like constantly shedding branches, go get the branches and put it by your door. It's so easy. It makes such good fall kind of material. It feels more natural and forage-esque, which I think is a ton of fun. Oh no. Oh yes, it stayed on the board. Good. Okay. Another thing that I absolutely gravitated towards, and I think you kind of see this a lot, is I just really liked the black doorway. This house is from Crate and Barrel, but it does kind of make me laugh because I just don't know many people who have this style of home, slash a black painted home. I think it looks so cool and modern and awesome, but something that I noticed too when I was like looking through door decor is just people will look at their door or like they'll pick wreaths or they'll pick flowers that look good with the color of their doorway. So if you have like, in this case, this kind of looks like a dark blue door or a black door, they might pop it with like, a bright color like a yellow, or they'll pick an orange wreath. If they have something that's more brown, maybe they'll do something with more green in it. In this case, they pulled these awesome Chinese lantern flowers and just did this amazing garland in a Chinese lantern wreath. Just saying, the Chinese lantern flowers, y'all, are so cool. I love them. They last for years. If you ever get like a bunch of them, I had them once and I just used them for multiple seasons. They're great find for fall if you want to do something a little different but still orange. Ton of fun. Highly suggest. I love the pumpkin game on a lot of these. You can see a lot of people do the pumpkins. They do mums. Those are classic things. In this case, they did the green pumpkins, which I think is a lot of fun. But something I also really gravitated towards is like take this door, for example. I like that there is this really fun plaid rug out in front, and they have a pine cone wreath, and they kept their topiaries that they probably use all year in front of their house. So I think that's another thing. Like, you don't have to necessarily get new plants either. Like, if you have like a staple plant that you love in front of your house, totally keep it and maybe just add like a white mum to make it look really lovely, and maybe some of the lighter colored pumpkins instead of the pop of orange. However, not saying pop of orange is bad. We love a pop of orange. More things that I adored when looking. Oh, just throwing this out here. Okay. Love this porch for many reasons. Again, really cool black door. Again, something to think about when I saw this video the other day from Paige Wassel, I believe, and she talks about painting your door. And it's something I haven't really thought about, but if there is like a door that you just always are seeing, or like a door color that you're like, wow, I always seem to gravitate to pictures with X color door. Maybe just something to consider in your own home. Oh, I'm frozen. Snap. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize that. Let's see if I can fix that. All right. We're back. Hope it hasn't been frozen long. Just now realizing. Yes. Another thing I absolutely loved was take this photo. You kind of have these rattan style pumpkins. I love the idea of having a pumpkin that is a neutral. Maybe it is just, a wicker pumpkin. It's not something that's always done, but this way you can literally just supplement these wicker pumpkins every single year without having to buy new pumpkins every single year. And you could, if you do like the pumpkin thing, you could do, just like throw in whatever pumpkin you're feeling with a neutral pumpkin that is like basically a staple. You can get wicker pumpkins pretty much everywhere. I actually saw some at TJ Maxx the other day and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But yeah, and I love in this case too, they put them in these really fun like planters. I love the planter look. I think that looks really nice and elegant, but sometimes people will put them kind of on top of the planter with some kind of like greenery coming off them. I also just want to throw in this. Love the yellow looks. If you do live somewhere like in New England where it's just going to be stunning and gorgeous, I mean, I like this idea. You just literally cut a branch and you put it in front of your door. I mean, how simple and wonderful. It just brings to life like all these feels of color while still, and see, in this store, they just have a very simple twig wreath. I just feel like this one just encapsulates in some ways, just like fall does not have to be difficult. Decor doesn't have to be like crazy busy to really enjoy your door. Obviously you might not be growing ivy around your door, but if you do, love this idea of growing ivy around. I also really enjoyed in this one, they had kind of a red door, and so because they had a red door, they incorporated more greenery around the red. I think this home in particular would be so cute for Christmas. I know we're not talking about Christmas door decor, but just love this idea. Another thing that I absolutely gravitated towards is if you are wanting something that is more of like a blue and white with white, or maybe it's, you have black lanterns and you want some green pumpkins. Again, you can still have a very autumn inspired, cool looking porch that's not necessarily as bright and colorful as this porch, and it really is all your preference. So it's definitely things to consider too if you are starting your porch and you're like, I really want these 3 colors, and you just pick a few colors that you want to kind of figure out on your front porch. I think that's fun. A lot of people sometimes throw a plaid, blanket over a chair. Another thing that I personally really liked too is in this picture, this person put a bunch of plum, I guess her name's Ella Claire, love it, plum blossoms in a copper pot. I think that's such a fun idea to find a rusted pot when you're thrifting, or you have a cool copper pot and you just put like plum in it versus a bright orange. That's another thing that I think maroon is really a fall color. So if you have some like cool maroon looking tree in your yard, definitely don't overlook it, because then you could kind of come in with something more rusty on the base. Maybe it's just like a cool terracotta pot that you found. And that is something to note. Like, this is something too where if you have found something wooden, if you have a rake, if you have, I don't know, when you're thrifting, when you find like old baskets and you find cool pails and rusted this, rusted that, I feel like those are really cool things to bring out in fall, especially if they are kind of weather safe. You could just like put them out on the porch and obviously like styled. but it could be just like a neat look. Personally, now this just might be me, but I am just not into the corn thing. I have tried, I've thought about it. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I would get into the corn look, but I don't know. I feel like corn to me gives off like cool pumpkin patch birthday party, which if we need to have a video on how to have a pumpkin patch birthday party, I'm here for that. I'm totally here for that. That could be a ton of fun. Um, but it just gives me a little more farm and less autumn. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. But again, if you have corn, if you love corn, put it up. This is the time. And you could even, really and truly, you could grow corn and like take the shucks. Is the corn shucks? The dead corn. Okay, we're just gonna stop. But you could put it on your front porch and it will look great. I'm sure it actually will. So totally an option. Totally an option. Okay, well, I feel like we've gone through pretty much all these pictures. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do anything else today. I will say, I'm just throwing this out there. This door knocker, y'all. I forget about door knockers, and then I see pictures with door knockers, and I'm like, we need to bring back the door knocker. Like, the door knocker is so cool. Like, the old rusted door knockers. They're just cool. And they're like on the like thick door. I love that. Like the wooden door, the door knocker. I feel like if you've ever been to Charleston, South Carolina, they have doors. Obviously, they have doors with door knockers, and those door knockers. No, I'm not. Like, I'm serious. The door knockers are so cool, and when you go around the different neighborhoods on like Rainbow Row and like all the little neighborhoods, you can just kind of meander in the city, and they have so many cool old historic homes. You see just a ton of door knockers, and you're like, where did they go? We need to bring them back. So, moral of the story, to wrap all of this up, one, thank you for joining me on this video. Two, I hope that your door decor goes really well, and that it brings you joy. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.